Designing an effective fire safety strategy. Protecting life, property and the environment.
Every building we live and work in contains elements designed to protect us in the event of a fire. This, sometimes invisible, web of protection is known as the Building Fire Safety Strategy. The National Construction Code, NCC, defines a fire safety system as one or any combination of the methods used in a building to A. Warn people of an emergency, B. Provide for safe evacuation, AC. Restrict the spread of fire, D. Extinguish a fire, E. And includes both active and passive systems. The fire safety strategy is a comprehensive plan designed to protect life, protect property, reduce financial impact, minimize environmental damage, and prevent secondary hazards such as explosions in the event of a fire. Architects, engineers, and fire protection professionals need to work together to design and install these measures. Once construction is complete, regular inspections and maintenance are crucial to ensure that the measures and systems remain functional and effective. Effective fire protection requires the integration of both active and passive measures into the overall building design and construction. The safety measures and performance of building elements and materials must meet or exceed the minimum level of safety set in the Building Code of Australia, which forms part of the NCC. The NCC mandates that fire detection systems are required in many types of buildings across Australia, including commercial buildings, industrial facilities, educational institutions, and healthcare facilities. State legislation mandates having smoke alarms in residential homes. There are also various Australian standards that apply to fire safety. For example, AS 2118.1 specifies general requirements for the design, installation and commissioning of automatic fire sprinkler systems in buildings. As 2444 specifies the criteria for the selection of portable fire extinguishers and the requirements for their application, location and distribution. Developing an effective fire safety strategy requires a holistic approach and careful consideration of many factors to ensure it meets the requirements of that particular building or facility. It involves identifying the fire hazards within and around the building, evaluating the risk and potential impact, then putting measures in place to mitigate these risks. These considerations include the potential size and intensity of a fire, the function or use of the building, its classification, the fire hazards present and the degree of exposure arising from the start and spread of fire, and the smoke and gases that could be generated by a fire. The height of the building, because once a building gets above a certain height, it becomes extremely difficult and eventually impossible for the fire brigade to undertake external rescue using ladders, etc. The building height also affects evacuation time. The characteristics of the occupiers. Occupier characteristics can greatly change the requirements of the fire safety strategy. If occupants are elderly and have mobility issues, considerations must be taken to ensure they can exit in time. If the occupants are patients in beds with medical equipment, staff are the most crucial people to ensure patient safety. If the building is a nightclub, occupants could be intoxicated. If it is a hotel, occupants could be asleep. Aside from the active and passive fire protection installed in the building, training, maintenance, and emergency response protocols must be included in the fire safety strategy. This includes having emergency procedures, keeping maintenance records, displaying evacuation diagrams, conducting regular fire drills, providing training and advice for occupants. Occupants should be aware that fire safety is their responsibility. Everyone needs to work together to keep evacuation routes clear, fire doors closed, notify the building manager or owner if they notice any defective measures. For example, if an illuminated exit sign is not working. Fire safety strategies should be considered live and be updated with any change of use, layout, hazard characteristics, and changing surroundings. Designing an effective fire safety strategy requires not only compliance with building codes, standards, and legislation, but also a holistic approach that integrates active and passive fire safety measures with building maintenance and emergency management. The focus is on protecting lives, minimizing property damage and maximizing the building's overall resilience to fire.
This presentation was brought to you by CJK Fire and Safety. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.